12 months in a year, we've got 12 great releases of 2024 niche edition. This is the video I owed you. So without any further ado, let's get right into this video. Welcome back to another video, ladies and gents. Forti here. If you love to make a great and lasting impression, smelling good is a great way to start. So we're going to start off this list, which is perhaps one of the most intricate, exotic, and exciting lists for me to put together for the year of 2024. Of course, this is January 2025. We're going to talk about the best releases of last year, niche edition. If you guys missed the designer edition of this video, I'm going to pop it up here. Go check it out. And also, it's going to be listed in the description of this video. Links of these fragrances, where you can get them for the best possible price, discount codes. You can try everything in this video. Of course, at perfume.com, all fragrances will be listed there. And you can actually try it before you buy it. If you don't want to get, an actual full bottle and cough up the dough, they are expensive. You can actually get yourself a decant, wear it, live with it, love it. When you're ready to commit to a full bottle, then you can also do that for the best possible price. So without any further ado, let's get into this list. And of course, I would love to read your comments in regards to what were the best niche fragrance releases in your opinion. Please share your comments in the comment section of this video. And without any further ado, guys, let's hop right into the list. We're going to do this list in a countdown form, so it's going to start from the 12th spot all the way to the number one, which I think is, of course, in my opinion, the best fragrance release of 2024 niche edition. So at the 12th spot, we're going to talk about one here from a French brand called Atelier Materi, and this is, of course, Cèdre Figalia. If you guys remember me when I talk about this fragrance, I did an actual first impression video, and I fell in love with this fragrance. I oversprayed that day. And from that point on, this has been one of my go-to fragrances. This brand in particular, Atelier Materi, is a brand that I'm really curious about. There's a couple other fragrances that I want to dive into this brand. And of course, if you guys know about this brand in depth, please again, let me know in the comments which ones should I look to get. This stuff is aromatic, it's fruity, it's woody, it's long lasting, and it's extremely well made. And it's, of course, it made my top spring, I think in the top 5 of my favorite spring fragrances of 2024. So definitely one to check out. Check out the brand, and of course, if you love woody and fig-based scents, this is definitely one of the best ones out there. Continuing the countdown, we're going to talk about here at the 11th spot, 𝗕𝗙𝐷𝗐𝐴 from the house of 𝗕𝐷𝗙𝐿𝐷, and this is a very incredible green and woody, type of a scent. It's really not an amber kind of a scent. There is probably amber here in the base, but it's a very woody, green, and aromatic fragrance, almost harping into fougere territory. There's going to be some coniferous, piney kind of a woody notes here. It's a little bit spicy, definitely woody, and the ambery here is offered for support and sweetness. There's also a saffron, leathery kind of undertone. This is quite exquisite, a great fragrance, one that you could easily rock as a signature scent, and one of my favorite releases from last year that you should definitely get your nose on. An absolute stunning composition. This is refined, this is gentlemanly like, this is a fragrance that if you put on an attire and you want to really put your best foot forward, this is a kind of fragrance that's really going to give you an edge, that's really going to make you stand out in the crowd. 𝗕𝗙𝐷𝗐𝐴, an incredible composition. The name here, you see the name amber, you're going to think smoky, resinous, overly sweet. This is none of the above. This is quite the contrary. This is like stealth wealth. It is quite powerful though. It's going to be very green, very aromatic, very piney, coniferous, slightly smoky and woody, but an absolute stunning composition. At the 10th spot, this is going to be a leather fragrance that's also fruity and gourmand. This is a leather fragrance that if you do have a sweet tooth, you're gonna love it. It's gonna have the leather, facet here, which is slightly animalistic, but also you're gonna have passion fruit, you're gonna have exotic fruits, as well as cotton candy, leather. And of course, we're talking about Kepler 51D from the house of Nuit. This is an eau de parfum concentration, and what a fragrance this is. Extremely powerful sprayers, incredibly powerful, composition, very long lasting. There's a slightly touch of oud here along with that leather, which gives this fragrance a very nice woody and resinous undertone. Very unique fragrance, and again, it's going to have that sweet semi-gourmand facet due to the passion fruit, the exotic fruits, and of course, that cotton candy accord. This is a stunning fragrance, guys. Only putting this at the 10th spot because I'm not one that really enjoys overly sweet fragrances. It's not, my cup of tea in general, but this is an incredible, great fragrance. If you love Herbe Pure, for example, fragrances in that realm that are sweet and will take over a room, definitely check this one out. I think, in my humble opinion, guys, this is a few steps above Herbe Pure, guys. Trust me on that one. This is going to be more refined and definitely more exotic. Check this out, come back here and thank me later. Kepler 51D from Nuit, another one, very underrated gem from the year of 2024. And that's what I like to do here on the channel, guys. Always bring you forth some really unique and intriguing fragrances that most people aren't talking about. If you're looking for more of the same, the usual regurgitated top 10 lists, you can find that everywhere. But in this channel, I always want to bring things that are fresh, new, exotic, creative, and really going to elevate your style, meaning you're going to be able to find things that most people are not talking about it or even wearing. So, of course, let's keep on rolling here. At the 9th spot, another great underrated gem from last year. This is going to be a fragrance from the house of 𝐕𝐺𝐻, and they were busy last year. They had a ton of great releases. A lot of them could have made this list, but I went with this one here, of course. This is Nuit d'Afrique. I actually did a full review on this fragrance. If you guys missed that review, go check it out. The name Nuit d'Afrique, it's really not fitting to the fragrance because this is so much more than just a, mere vanilla fragrance. There's so much more going on here. This is spicy, it's woody, it's a little bit floral. It's an incredible vanilla fragrance. I would have called this something else because, sure, there's vanilla here. It's a dry vanilla, like a vanilla bark. There's so much woods and spices here. This, to me, smells like spice and wood meets Creation E from Rouge et Parfums. It's like a combination of both. You have the woods, the spiciness, the fruitiness that you get from spice and wood, from Creed, and you get the resins, that booziness, and really incredible scent profile and the chords that you get with Creation E. You combine the both. That's what you get here. This is a scent that you can actually wear as a signature scent. I would not wear, of course you could, Creation E as a signature scent, but I wouldn't. I would rather wear that for fall and winter. And of course, spice and wood is one of my favorites from Creed. So combine both, and that's what you get here in this particular fragrance from 𝐕𝐺𝐻, Nuit d'Afrique, an incredible woody, spicy / vanilla fragrance. Sweet, dry, and woody, leathery kind of vanilla fragrance. Absolutely stunner. At the 8th spot from the house of Creed, it's been a minute since Creed made any of my top lists. In 2024, they did with this particular fragrance. And of course, we're talking about 𝐕𝐿𝐻𝑖nus from Creed. And this is going to be a woody leather floral. This is going to combine leather, woods, spices, and of course, an amazing note of iris. If you love iris in your fragrances, you know, of course, Dior Homme, Dior Homme Intense, Dior Homme Parfum, which is getting, a lot of talks right now, very controversial. If you miss Dior Homme Intense, Dior Homme Parfum, and you love your woody, spicy iris fragrances, this is going to be your fix right here. This is going to be gender-free, very shared kind of a fragrance. People can wear this, a guy, a gal, anybody that enjoys this scent profile will love this. But what I like about this one is because it's well done and very well balanced. It's going to feature a very nice, smooth, supple suede leather, accord along with a gorgeous orris butter. It's very creamy, very compelling, appealing. This is a fragrance that's going to get you a lot of compliments. It's a little sweet, not overly sweet, but it's sweet, it's floral, it's woody, and it's spicy. But like I said, it feels just like a perfect garment. It fits you perfectly, and it really complements any attire. Creed did a great job with this one, and I believe there is another fragrance from this collection. It's supposed to be like an amber trio. They did Centaurus, they did this one, and they're supposed to have a third one coming out, I believe, this year around springtime or so. So let's see what they come up with. And I know they're also revamping the line. I think original Vetiver, original Santal, they're supposed to be coming out with new bottles, kind of like this motif, and also reformulations, which hopefully will be for the best. But 𝐕𝐿𝐻𝑖nus, a great one at the 8th spot, one of the best releases. If you do love leather, woody, spicy, iris fragrances, this is going to be one that you will absolutely fall in love with. At the 7th spot, we're going to talk about another vanilla, and I think this is going to be probably the last vanilla-centric fragrance on this list. And again, I'm not a huge fan of vanilla, heavy vanilla type scents. I think they're very playful. Sometimes they can be very powdery, overly sweet, depending on how you structure them. But this one here is rather a woody, spicy fragrance with a vanilla undertone, a bourbon vanilla undertone. Of course, this is Island from Day 3 Fragrances, which Day 3 Fragrances have made incredible strides over the last couple of years since they've been around. And everything they put out is very intriguing, it's very unique, it's very exotic, it's full of quality, with the ingredients that they source. I love the new bottle presentation. It's extremely well made. I believe these were sold out. I don't know the time I'm shooting this video if this is available right now, but this is a great vanilla fragrance, but it's really a woody, spicy scent with notes of resins. There's benzo in here, of course, vanilla. There is a note of oud here, tons of spices. This is a very powerful, resinous, woody and spicy vanilla scent. It's not going to be your ordinary vanilla. If you're going into this thinking very playful, very easy to wear vanillas, you're going to be sadly mistaken. This is not for the faint of heart. This is a beast fragrance. Like I said, woody spicy with some vanilla undertones, tons of resins, spices, and of course, an animalistic facet of oud also present here. This is a stellar fragrance, guys, one of the best. And this is a great one at the 7th spot. If you love woody, spicy scents, definitely check out Island from the house of Day 3 Fragrances. You're not going to disappoint. Speaking of not disappointing, this is a brand that I want to bring to your attention. This is probably the brand that I want to give like the crown for the up-and-coming niche brand of the year. I think this is an incredible brand. If you haven't heard about this brand, do keep your eye out for this brand. Their quality and their fragrances are absolutely incredibly powerful. This is the house of 𝗕𝗙𝗢𝗙 from Paris, and this is Mango Qhue. The name is going to tell you exactly what the fragrance is about. It's about, of course, mango and leather. There's so much more to this fragrance. This is resinous, it's animalistic, it's very smoky, long-lasting, powerful, very unique and intriguing. This is one that's going to stop people in their tracks. They're going to do a double take and they're like, wow, who smells like this? What's that smell? This is one of those scents. One of the most unique fragrances I tried last year. And this is great, guys. I wore this a lot. Of course, people that are around me stole sprays. That's why, you know, a lot of this bottle is gone. But this goes to show, you know, the stuff that's going to be here in the top 5 are the ones that I really gravitate towards wearing. So at the 6th spot, Mango Qhue. Check out this brand, the brand 𝗕𝗙𝗢𝗙. And again, I want to bring your attention to this brand, guys. No joke. If you love quality, intriguing kind of scent profiles that are exotic, long-lasting, powerful, not more of the same, this is a brand that I highly suggest you guys get your nose on in 2025. You're not going to disappoint. This top 5 right now, these are the fragrances that really impressed me and really, you know, deserves a lot of praises when it comes to no constraints in the creativity process, best possible, you know, utilization of, you know, products and compounds and ingredients, and of course, the actual creations themselves. This is an incredible fragrance. A lot of people talked about this one for a reason. This is Estrella de la Mañana, Estrella de Parfum collection from Nuit Nomade from France. Absolutely stunning fragrance. This is resins, smoky, white chocolate accord. An absolutely fantastic fragrance, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking for, wow, this is just mouth-watering. If you're looking for a seductive elixir for this year, if you want something for romantic wearing, night out scents, if you're looking for that perfect fragrance for Valentine's Day, which is right around the corner, this will make my top seductive Valentine's romantic fragrances of this year. No two ways about it. Resins, smoky accord, and this white chocolatey kind of a vibe. An absolutely stunning fragrance, guys. Amazing. Try this, come back here and thank me later. This is a huge thumbs up for me, one of the best fragrances of the year, and I can't wait to see more from Nuit Nomade, because this is a brand that is really making, you know, it's really turning heads in the world of niche perfumery, and for a reason. Lorenzo Pazzaglio from Italy started a private blend of sorts, and they've released 2 fragrances this year from the private blend, and this one here to me is just an absolutely fantastic woody, spicy floral that's also boozy. I'm talking about Dark Florum Estrella de Parfum from Lorenzo Pazzaglio private blend. Woody cap, wooden cap, beautiful sprayers, and the scent is absolutely heavenly, guys. This is stunner. Green, woody, aromatic, lavender, of course, spices. It's a little bit harping into fougere territory, but you have a gorgeous note of rum here that's also spiced rum, a dark spiced rum, hence the name Dark Florum. You have some floral accords here in the heart. That's why floral means flowers. Of course, we're talking andalic jasmine, so it's a little bit animalistic. Amazing, woody, floral, spicy, and boozy. Absolutely amazing. You have this dark, woody facet. It's almost like an ebony wood in the base with vetiver, lavender. This is a stunner of a fragrance. If you do love fougères like myself, if you have a similar taste for aromatic type scents that are spicy and boozy in nature, guys, this is gonna be a match made in heaven. At the 3rd spot, if you love leather, this is a must-have. If you are a leather base, and again, as you see, my taste is very, very concise and consistent with the channel. You guys know I love my aromatics, my woody, spicy fragrances, my leathers, my boozy accords, and of course, my tobaccos. So when you look at my top lists for the year, they usually are surrounding those fragrance notes. And of course, the vanillas or other fragrances that I talk about with iris and so on and so forth might not be my main state fragrances that I look to wear, but if they're made so well, they're perfectly blended, of course, they're gonna be featured as one of the best releases of the year because they are that good. And at the 3rd spot, this is top 3 now, guys. Amazing, sensational, realistic leather. It's spicy, animalistic with notes of castoreum, for example. This is going to be, of course, from the house of 𝗕𝗙𝗢𝗐𝗙, their elixir collection, which before the whole fad of elixir fragrances, they had elixirs years ago. I want to say, 8, 9 years ago, they already had this collection. This is, of course, virgin leather. This is the brand new release from this year, and this is, again, beautiful bee sprayers, an absolutely stunning leather fragrance. Very realistic. It's like if you open the door of a luxurious, sports car, that's the kind of scent that's going to greet you, that beautiful leathery accord. There's notes of iris here, castoreum, so it's a little bit animalistic, but the leather is this perfectly natural and powerful smelling leather accord. If you do love leathers, like I said, this is a must try at least. Try this fragrance, I'm telling you. If you have a similar taste to mine, you're gonna love it. This is woody, spicy in the base, but the opening here is worth $1 million. And that leather accord will surround the composition from beginning to end. One of my favorite leathers of all time. That simple, guys. This is good. If you love leather, guys, try this out. And I'm gonna tell you, you're in for a surprise. Virgin leather from the house of 𝗕𝗙𝗢𝗐𝗙, their elixir collection. I'm very curious for other things because I know they have other things in the works. They're right here from New York. I'm very curious to see what more they come up with this beautiful collection, because this one here is definitely an indication of the direction that this brand is going. So I think they were a little bit dormant for a while, but now they're cooking with gas. This is phenomenal. My second favorite creation and release of 2024 is definitely this one here. This is a combination of two amazing noses that came together with amouage to produce an incredible woody, spicy, boozy scent. Of course, we're talking about Julien Harskine combined with Paul Guerlain with the direction of Renaud Salmon from Amouage, and the fragrance, of course, from the Essences collection. This is Lustre. And believe me, the whole collection is incredible. Lustre is very captivating from beginning to end, ladies and gents. And by the way, the process in which this fragrance was done, they were aged in wooden barrels with sandalwood chips infusion in these barrels. And I believe they were aged for 6 months. And by gosh, this is an incredible woody, spicy fragrance. I believe there's iris here, definitely ton of woods, tons of spices. There's a smoky, resinous, incensey kind of a facet. And of course, there's this boozy undertone due to the infusion, the process. And of course, it gets creamier. It gets so delightful with the skin, with your skin as it develops. It gets creamier with the sandalwoods. It is just blended to perfection. Of course, you're gonna have this myrrh incensey effect throughout the life of the fragrance, so you must enjoy woody and spicy fragrances. Think of Dior Mitza, think of 𝐴𝐵𝐴 Desert Marocain from Tower Parfums. Think of those genres. This is where this sits, guys, right around that kind of a family. An absolutely incredible oriental, spicy, woody, boozy, and resinous and smoky type of a scent. Lustre, second favorite release of the year, hands down, bar none. No two ways about it, guys. Get your nose in this one, because if you don't, you're missing out. As they say, great things comes in trios, and of course, we talked about the Essences collection from Amouage, number 2 fragrance of the year, Lustre, and of course, my favorite release of the year, 2024, definitely came in a trio, was the Empire State collection from Qhue, New York City. If you guys haven't tried this brand, you're missing out. I talked about this brand the whole year, from Santal Blue to Introvert. There were so many, Smoky Vanilla, so many great fragrances I discovered from this line. This is, of course, a leather and tobacco, predominantly type of a fragrance, and this is Provenance. I talked about this fragrance a lot with you guys as one of my favorites. I believe it was my top favorite fragrance to wear in the winter of 2024 into 2025. And of course, it's making my favorite release of the year for 2024 into 2025. This is a great way to start the year, guys. If you haven't tried Provenance and you love leathers and tobaccos combined with these old school accords, the smell of money, the smell of richness, there's so much going on here, but the main thing you need to understand is the main structure of this fragrance, which is rich spices, tons of different spices, blonde tobacco leaf, which I love, from Dolce & Gabbana Prome, the original. This has that note, that accord here, which is amazing, but it has this spicy, rum, along with the spices, the blonde tobacco, and tons of rich woods in the base, like ebony wood, vetiver, oak moss. This is a beast, guys. Keep an eye out for some of these brands, and of course, check these fragrances out. You can try them at perfume.com, use my code. Everything will be listed below to make your life easier from a fragrance lover to another. And of course, guys, if you do appreciate the channel, these were the best fragrance releases, in my opinion, of course, in 2024. If you do appreciate the channel, leave a like, subscribe for more, hit the bell so you get these videos straight into your feed. I am going to wear, let's see where I'm gonna go with today. Today is a cold, chilly day here in New York, so I am gonna rock something to keep me warm. And you know what, I actually sprayed already, so I'm gonna go with Provenance. I think this is perfect for this day today, chilly day. This is just absolutely incredible, guys. This is really gonna elevate your style. When you put this on and you walk into a room, you're gonna turn heads and people are gonna wanna know, what are you wearing? Because you're definitely gonna be the most unique smelling person in that room. I promise you that. Keep it tuned in, guys, as always. Smell great, and I'll see you right back here with another one very soon. Take care.